we can go ahead and actually get this lobby up. We will have Minimal Green versus Circuitry Gaming on the channel in just a second. I'm going to get all of the info updated. Get seeds, get touches, etc. Minimal Green coming in at the #1 seed between these two teams. Let's see. Update my title. Round 2. Get everything updated, nice and accurate. Best of 5. Done. Submit. Information is up. Cool. So these are the teams that we're going to be seeing on the pitch in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get this lobby ready. We will be over on US West, presuming that the game does not do the fun bug out that it likes to do with creating servers. I've been lucky so far tonight, but of course, I said something, so. Suppress the cough yet again. All right, server is up. We'll get that information up to the captains in just a moment, but we can take a look at the stats here for the moment. Infected Soldier, what's up? Thanks for following earlier. We're ready to go here in a second. Just got to make sure I'm tagging all the correct people. You're our commander boy? Cool. That makes it easier. So we know everybody's here. All right, I'm getting the tags out to people before we do the brief stat rundown. I will, however, get a prediction started. If anybody wants to bet some Gator scales, I know plenty of people in this chat, obviously, are from Circuitry Gaming, being, you know, all the connections. So let's see if people are ready to put their money where their mouth is. We will have the prediction up. Who will win Minimal Green versus Circuitry Gaming Gold? Well, I get the information out to the captains, and I hit enter too early because I am good at everything I do. I got it. Cool. Y'all know the information. Please do not join a team until all 7 are in the lobby, and I give the go-ahead. And while everything gets set up over the other end, let's take a brief look at the playoff bracket. Minimal Green #1 seed, Circuitry Gaming Gold beating NAU Gold in week 1, 3-1 to move on to round 2. It is 3v3 West, so less teams, so a tighter playoff race. You said Minimal Green, very solid team. They're well known this season for a reason. So we take a look over at the stat lines of the players. I gotta update this message. All right. As I'm fumbling all my typing, usually I have it like copy paste and like bam, 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 go. All right. Take a look over at the team stats, and remember, as people's talking, we do have predictions are up. You can wager. We do have a couple coming in already, going towards Minimal Green. All right. So you can look at the team stats. Like I said, Minimal Green, only 3 players. All 3 players have played throughout this entire season. Commander Boy, Mini, and IX solo queue. 9 solo queue. Anybody in chat knows? Correct me. Where's Mini? Mini's biggest fan. I thought you would keep tags on Mini. I thought that was like part of the thing. Looking at the stats for these 2 teams. Minimal Green, 2 1/3 goals per game, a little over a save, and just under 1 3/4 assists per game. Circuitry Gaming coming in just over 2.5 goals, just under 3.5 saves, and just under 2 assists per game. So in terms of per game stats, CG Gold does have the edge in this matchup. Looking over at players, everybody for Gold having played this season. We do have Circuitry Gaming Gold in the lobby. It will be Ant G and Mark to start out this best of 5 series. Mini loves glizzies. I'm learning something new every day. I'm gonna buy Mini a glizzy if he wins. It's got to be mini glizzies and like wrap them up in like breaded stuff. So I totally forgot the word for what those hot dogs are. I'm cool. It's what is food. But anyway, taking a look at the stats. So CG, everybody except Wiggies with 1 or higher goals per game. Saves pretty solid across the board for the CG team. This is pretty solid as well. As mentioned, Ant G and Mark will be the players on the pitch for Circuitry Gaming Gold tonight. at least to start the series. And things might shift up, we never know. Minimal green. I'm liking the defensive numbers I'm seeing out of them. The 167 from Commander Boy, like I play more of a third man, like a defensive type position. So it's things that you like to see, you know, like to see physicality and like to see defense. But Commander Boy is the most mechanical player ever. Looking forward to it. This is Tier 1 3v3 West. So generally, from what I know, people, we are looking at that the highest ranked player on each team is about that like GC2 level. GC2 maybe pushing into GC3 depending on how everything's going. Obviously I know Aunt G and Mark and played with them several times. Unfamiliar with the minimal green, and I misspelled green. I put 3 E's in it. Because of cool says so, it's because you're super cool. That's why you have a symbol. Did you predict? If you predicted minimal green, then you get the you get that little symbol that shows you voted for option 1. That's where that came from. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So minimal green did get the week 1 bye coming into this matchup. So this is the first appearance they will make in the playoffs. Mark coming into the chat as well to make sure everything is good on my overlay, and it looks to be. Mark is both in the lobby and in the chat. He's everywhere. Let's see. There we go. I was just about to mention yeah, my coughing is still worse. My sinuses are draining. I hate it. I've been like chewing these like they're Tic Tacs, like they're nerds. I don't know. But you know what I do know? I don't have to vamp anymore because we do have everybody in the lobby. I'll let them know they can join when ready. We'll see this matchup begin underway shortly between Circuitry Gaming Gold, Minimal Green, as I hit the music twice because I'm good at what I do.
I like this thing.
Matt, thank you for the follow as well. So, game number 1 of this best 5 series between Minimal Green and Circuitry Gaming Gold. Minimal Green, the number 1 seed, 5-1 record. Circuitry Gaming Gold coming in at 3-4. Sesto, you're 100% right. I move in like 3 days, so everything's scattered as I'm throwing it into boxes. I hate it right now, believe me. It's driving me nuts. The solo coming in off the back wall, taking an air dribble out to the mid. Mark is going to take advantage of the pinch coming in from that sidewall challenge. The solo looking to make the play over to Mini, but Mini gets bumped and gets the touch on the ball, sending it back over to the mid. An early lead coming in for CG Gold. Yes, so I've lived here for a 1.5 years and I got grown into it and I got to reorganize a lot. The Mini trying to take a shot towards net. Mark coming in on the challenge. Solo low boost. Had that initial fake challenge, Commander Boy, and instead meeting in the air. Mini and G will meet over in the CG Gold half. Mark coming in with a quick shot. Solo popping it up on the save. Goes for another touch on the back wall and passing it over, but Mark already back into defense. And will play it high to the corner. Mini underneath, takes control of it in the air, but G gets the save. G trying to dribble it out of the corner. Regis, you're right. We're gonna have to talk to them. For 6, this is the Indy Gaming League. We are in the playoffs. This is Tier 1 3v3 US West. Hit exclamation point IGL. That'll give you more information about the website. Free to play, free to enter, with plenty of games to choose from. I myself have played in it since summer of 2020. I've been casting since this past March. It's a great place to be. It's fun. G getting the play over into the corner. Commander Boy trying to get the dribble up, but Mark gets the demo. G trying to take control of the ball after the play, but does get challenged quickly, bringing the ball back into the Circuitry Gaming half. Pinch goes over in front of the net. Mini connects, and a tie game is the first goal for Minimal Green, finding its way into the back of the net. 3:06 left on the scoreboard. G back over. That third player back started creeping up out of the far post rotation, giving Mini the opportunity to send the ball to its new home. Commander Boy off the kickoff play, looking for the follow-up, couldn't quite make contact. G could not as well. Mark will get the clear off to the side. Solo coming in high, low on boost, gets a favorable challenge with G. Mark trying to get it past Commander Boy. Unfortunately, unable to. G with the Savior Medal before halftime, knocking away Mini's shot. Every time I see Commander Boy, I want to say Commander Cody. That is the wrong subject matter. The Mini keeping pressure against Circuitry Gaming. Commander Boy taking a quick shot. G pass up to Ant, the redirect down. Mini getting an excellent clear high off the back wall. Mark will pop it as well. Mini goes for the Goomba on top of Mark. And Ant and Solo in a 1v1. Ant free jumps, keeps it back. The Solo has it high on the back wall. Takes control of it. Mini coming up underneath. Bring the ball back over to the orange half. A quick catch and a bounce from Mini. And a second goal coming in from the Fennec. The challenge deep over in that corner. Mini just waiting on the ground. Low risk, high reward situation. And Mini's gonna say, yeah, I'll take those odds. Mini hitting it deep off of the follow-up on the kickoff. G getting the bump. Ant will catch it, pops it over to G. So we'll cut this one off, keep the challenge going. Bumps Ant on the back wall, forcing G to come across. G couldn't quite make contact. Commander Boy finds the angle. And another goal coming in for Minimal Green, 3 unanswered. As G might have had an awkward takeoff. I'm not sure if it was bumped. This is trying to come out through the backside.
I like this thing.
What tier is this? This is Tier 1 West. So the highest ranked player on each team before the season would have been GC2 or higher. And then that's before the season started. And then obviously it can go up and down from there. And putting it towards the net, gets saved by Commander. And G is going to get the follow-up. So another one on the board for Circuitry Gaming Gold. After giving up the 3 unanswered. G finding it just underneath the defense. Pyro coming in with the raid. There's been a ton of raids tonight, and that's because I live in a more Western time zone. What is up, Pyro? Hope you had a fantastic night, my friend. Gator the Dictator. That is true. And I will see you later with that pun, that alliteration. That's why you spit rhymes and I don't. What is up? If any of the mods are here, if we can give a shout out over to Pyro, that'd be much appreciated. If anybody is not familiar with Pyro J, the dude is a legend in the IGL casting community. And just subbed to me because he lost a bet against me. 1 minute left in this game. The 3-2 lead for Minimal Green holds. G trying to set up a transition into an equalizer, pops it up, gets the shot. Did he get it through? And he did! Through the smoke, through the fire and flames, G finds the net as he was demoed by Solo, but Solo just, it rubber banded on that. What? We saw that happen. An equalizer, 47 seconds left. Pyro, it's okay. I still love you too, baby. Mark up high in defense. Mini trying to get the pass on. Commander Boy dropping it down to Mini. And as soon as the game is tied, Minimal Green find the lead again. A beautiful passing play deep in the opponent's half. Mini puts it up high. Commander Boy showing that they are men amongst boys. Reaching up, taking it from the top shelf and dropping it down to Mini. A 4-3 scoreline. So we approach the final 30 seconds. Mark trying to get the pass over to Ant slightly underneath, but we'll go for the pass. Quick challenge by Mini, going for the double tap, gets it just inside the post. And Mini with the 4th goal of the game for themselves. Only one other for Minimal Green. Mini's getting some goals, is all I'm saying. A very strong start for the Minimal Green player. But 25 seconds left. Circuitry Gaming still has time in game number 1. G's going to pass this one high to Ant. Going all the way over to the back wall. G running interference in front of Solo. Gets demoed. Mark looking for the pass and had cut up into the midfield. Instead of over to the corner. Commander Boy over to the back CG corner. As time ticks away, game number 1 will go to Minimal Green. They will take the early lead in the series. But from what we've seen so far, it does look to be A very solid matchup between these two squads. Solo rocking the SSL tag, just flexing on all of us. But Mini certainly showing it up. We do have a couple of people popping out. Not sure if they're... Mini might be going for a car change since Minimal Green does not have a sub. But Mark might be coming in for a sub or doing a car change. Not 100% sure. Haven't heard. They will have the next 30 seconds to switch it up. So the offense coming out strong for both squads. 4 saves from Minimal Green. 3 for Circuitry Gaming. Matt is subbing in. I gotcha. So we will have Maddox coming in for CG Gold, as he's now in the lobby. We do need to get Mini back in. But 8 shots from Minimal Green, 7 from Circuitry Gaming Gold. So the offense generally balanced in terms of shots taken. I did see a little bit more from Minimal Green in terms of their midfield passing. They're playing just a little bit higher than CG Gold. But still, it was only 1 game. There is a best of 5 to play. We're guaranteed at least 2 more games. I hope 4. I'm unbiased. I just like seeing good Rocket League, and we're looking at some GC level gameplay, especially in a playoff environment. I'm always ready to see more games. So Maddox coming in on the CG side to play the role of super sub. As we get ready for the kickoff of game number 2. Mini and Ant coming in on the cheat offset kickoff. G and Solo meeting. G getting the better of the kickoff. Can he get around it in time? No, Commander Cody will get the clear. Maddox still deep in the Minimal Green half, ball getting battered around in the midfield. Maddox waiting on the sidewall. Ant will come in and lend a hand. Solo gets up early. He'll pop it up into the ceiling, but G gets there before Mini. Does he have the shot? No, it hits the near post. It bounces around and out. And an early opportunity for Circuitry, not quite landing. They have shown excellent pressure here in the first 30 seconds of this game. But as we all know, that post is an immovable object. It bows to no pressure. And it will keep the ball out early on. Mini getting the boost steal in the corner. Ant setting it deep. Mini elevating, using said boost. Matt coming in on the challenge. Ant taking Solo out of the game. We might have an opportunity here. Ant gets ahead of Solo. The CG taking an early lead in game 2, similarly to game number 1, albeit with a little more physicality on the back line in this second set. Second set of 5. I gotta figure out a better word for second set, second game. I digress. We'll be heading into the follow-up kickoff. Solo getting the follow-up touch. Ant will get the save, clearing to the own back wall. Commander taking Maddox out of the game entirely. G with the heavy touch, trying to get breathing room for CG Gold. Actually follow that one up, putting it onto the backboard. Mini reading the bounce off the ceiling. Maddox putting it high. Commander will try to cut this one up. Maddox might have an opportunity with a quick turnaround. Commander, boy, didn't have to get the touch. Mini got there first. G might have an opportunity in the air, as is Solo. In a 1v1 Solo situation, gets the save. Now trying to bring it back with some of those Solo mechanics. Couldn't quite find the angle on the follow-up touch. And Maddox getting the clear out to the mid. Vaughn, okay. Span this humanoid cheesy potato if you ride in with the legend, the Dino Gator. You have to be paid to be an author, I swear. If you don't have poetry published, my dude, you're missing out. My friend. The first 2 minutes come and gone in game 2. Circuitry Gaming showing plenty of pressure in this second game. Much more offensively minded and trying to bring this around, but Solo will get there first. Solo getting it past Matt. I believe it was an inadvertent mind game, but a mind game nonetheless. Solo trying to grab boost on the way back with the ball. Gets challenged, ball pops up, G bringing it all the way to the back wall, looking for the follow-up, goes to the back wall. And Ant can't get there before Solo. Maddox might have an opportunity. Not enough juice behind the shot. Solo upfield pass. Commander Boy couldn't get there on the pre-flip. And Ant, 0 boost, takes control of the ball in the air. She will continue the march back into the Minimal Green half. Ups it up high. Solo coming in, went for the musty. Couldn't quite make contact. Maddox will try to bring the ball up. Mini get the clear as well. Solo taking Ant out of the game, so G and Maddox doing what they can to keep the ball pinned back. Maddox putting it onto the back wall, Solo coming in underneath, but Mini cutting it off again. Mini doing very well to get to several of those touches quicker than anyone else. And as I say it, the legend themselves, Mini, coming in over the top, not only got that first touch, but catches up to Solo's pass off the back wall, pre-flips into position, and it gets the equalizing goal for Minimal Green. Just under 2 minutes left in game number 2. They finally break their way through the pressure that Circuitry Gaming Gold have been bringing all of the second game. The Mini and Ant meeting in the air. Solo pops it up past Maddox. Mini trying to bring the pressure as well. Solo, Ant meeting. Mini back in defense, goes for the park, and Ant trying to get the read off the 50. Does win the challenge. Commander Boy trying to bring it out from that back wall. An awkward bounce if you're on the offense, as it did throw off Ant. Ball still back in the Minimal Green half. As Ant trying to make a play over from the ceiling. He's behind it. He's dangerous from this position, but Solo is not scared. G's touch goes over to the corner. Commander Boy trying to get the ball down into the CG half quicker. Commander Boy running interference. G saves it off their own post. And we'll get the clear deep into Minimal Green territory. Maddox and G couldn't make contact. Ant can. It's a deep pass. Maddox goes for the fake. He lets it drop. Solo with the save as the game remains tied. And the opportunity arises and is sniffed out immediately. Solo making an excellent save in the demo on the goal line. Maddox throwing it around, and Solo with the save again. As the defense coming out clutch for Minimal Green. G bringing the ball back into the blue half. Ant will come up off the sideline looking for the follow-up. Gets it past Mini. Solo coming from that back wall. 20 seconds left. The deep clear into the Circuitry Gaming half. He coming in off that back wall, passing it mid. Ant and Commander both up. Ball drops down over to Matt. Pinched over to the side. G on the near post. I believe he's low on boost. Solo taking possession. Gets the flip reset. Goes for the musty. Couldn't quite control it. G sending it deep. Might have an opportunity. Mini is up. G couldn't quite get it towards the net. And we have overtime in game number 2. This series surely starting to deliver. With how back and forth and neck these two teams are, I would love to see it go game 5. Would love to be able to see this battle for the next little bit. Mini getting a pass at G. Ant passing it upfield. Maddox, third player back, has to make a decision. Elects to stay on the ground for the moment and can read Solo's save. Sending it towards that Commander Boy, getting the save. Ant setting up control of the ball, trying to get the soft pop underneath to throw off the defense. Unfortunately unable to get it, and G will continue to bring the offense up. Solo getting a pinch in the corner. 2 players up for Circuitry Gaming, trying to get that offense, but a booming clear. Maddox has to elevate it, drops down. Commander Boy's going to come in, but G challenging and getting the follow-up as well. This overtime played extensively in the Minimal Green half. Commander Boy Solo trying to get it out, get it past Maddox. G's touch caught by Commander Boy, 0 boost. Ant coming in on the challenge, but bouncing deep into the CG half. Commander Boy staying on the ground. Solo passes up, Mini's up. Matt getting the clear. On the challenge, ball going back over into the orange, but Ant gets the touch. We'll be looking to follow it up, but Mini gets there first. Matt, the last player back, will allow it to go to the back wall so we can get the pinch clear. Mini trying to send it to the net. Ant trying to get breathing room for Circuitry Gaming. The field has flipped and the offense has become the defense. And Solo with the angle off the challenge. Even Mini dropping the OK. I don't think that's what anybody thought it was going to be. But as it is unfortunately heartbreaking true for so many of us, often in the tightest of overtimes, it is the weird goals in the corner like that end up being the winner. Minimal Green up 2-0 on the series. We have another SSL tag come in. Got to make sure they flex. Got to make sure they're feeling good about it. So the offense for Circuitry Gaming in terms of keeping possession, was solid. I mean, they had 11 shots on compared to the 4 of Minimal Green. But Minimal Green with 8 saves compared to the 2 of Circuitry Gaming. The backline defense of Minimal, their defensive rotations were just solid. It's minimal. They're not being flashy with it. And when they get the ball the other way, that's when they're starting to bring out the spice. Make sure everybody's in, and they are. So we move into game number 3. Minimal Green up 2-0 on the series, looking to punch their ticket to the semifinals. Circuitry Gaming Gold have to win this to keep the series alive. In fact, we'll have to win the next 3. As is the way math works in a best-of-5 series when down 2-0. Mini with an early shot. Maddox saves. Solo making a play deep in the CG half. G gets faked out by Commander. Mini was coming in with the shot, and Mini finds the back of the net. The first game in this series where Minimal Green score first. Will it prove to not be the play? I don't know. I can't analyze. But an early goal for Minimal Green. 25 seconds in, and Mini getting contact with the ball, finding the back of the net as well. Solo catching it off the kickoff. We'll put this one deep. Maddox will play it to the side. Commander Boy's shot immediately read by Ant. G will try to push this one deep into the minimal half. Gets it past Solo, but not past Commander. Solo gives it to Mini. All 3 players on the defense making contact with the ball before it even made halfway through the pitch. Mini trying to play it out of the back corner. Ant with the challenge. He has to get up early. He'll put it high, but goes for the follow-up. Solo meets him up near the ceiling. Solo has been also done very well this series to get up and elevate when needed. Mini is obviously showing off a lot of mechanical prowess. But so often on these challenges, Solo's been in that upper fifth of the field, vertically. The deep push from Minimal Green will result in a pass from Commander Boy back to Solo. He'll find the inside of the near post. The challenge along that back wall does not go the way of CG. The 2-goal lead with 3:40 left on the clock. Minimal Green continuing to show offensive pressure. They've had plenty of opportunity over in the orange half compared to the first couple of games. Solo looking for the redirect and gets the save. Mini can't quite turn it around. Another pinch goes wide. Zant will get boosted and ball high up in the corner. Solo a little bit high on the challenge. G will cut it off. Mini has to escape the demo and gets up for the challenge on G's pass. Solo staying behind the ball, a kerfuffle in front of the net, but Mini comes away with possession, gets it past Ant. Maddox has to cut across. Mini going for the mind game, but Maddox gets the save. G passing it upfield. Maddox trying to get the bumps, trying to get the demos. Couldn't quite make contact, and that'll bring another transition in, but a redirect right in front of the net. Commander Boy can't make contact. And one of those goals that makes you say, huh? That's the ball getting battered around. Maddox coming in on that challenge from Solo, and will send it straight back towards the Minimal Green net. Commander Boy caught off guard. Cannot blame him. The CG Gold have found the net just before halftime in game 3. Mini trying to make a play out of the air and onto the ground. Will pop it up high. Solo taking Maddox out of the game on the goal line. And Mini getting that 2-goal lead back immediately. So there was a demo on the net. Solo taking Maddox out of it. G coming back. Couldn't quite get there in time. It was a valiant effort. Unfortunately, not enough. Mini proving to be big. And he's in front of the net with the ball. Coming in off the defense, though. A couple of awkward touches lead to Minimal Green escaping. Mini will go drop that one low. Solo can't make contact. G will set up the dribble. Gets it past Solo, but immediately gets bumped. Shot goes wide. Solo trying to cut this one back up high. G bringing it over to the corner. Halftime come and gone 20 seconds ago. And Maddox trying to bring the offense up for Circuitry Gaming. Pops it up high. Ant might have the angle. No, goes up off the backboard. The only one there is Solo. He takes possession all the way back into the CG half. G is clear, gets read by Mini. But Ant gets in the way of Solo's touch above the back wall, or above the backboard. Maddox playing it out of the corner, drops it out mid. Solo's up, gets it past Ant. And G will send this one high. Ant racing to get back into net. G and Solo bumping around in the corner. Mini brings it all the way around town. Not quite going for the pass in front of the net, but killing time and keeping it out of the hands of Circuitry Gaming. G hitting it over to the corner, pops it up, looks to get for the follow-up. Solo there first. Solo low on boost. We'll try to go for the solo play, but Ant reads quickly. Did not know ants were known for jumping, but I'm not an etymologist. That is beyond my education. Maddox gets it past Solo over in the corner. G trying to get it above Mini. And Mini getting in the way of Ant's touch as well. Ant trying to get the ball back over into the blue half. Mini meeting up in the air. Ant has boost and ball. Flicks it up past Commander Boy. Solo's the next challenge. Ant will hand it off over to Maddox. Solo gets the touch on the aerial challenge. G taking a turn to bring the ball upfield. Maddox and Cody meet in the air. Solo up, gets a touch off the wall, looks for the double, but Ant keeping it out of harm's way. The 2-goal deficit remains. 35 seconds left. Maddox popping it into G's spoiler. Commander Boy all too happy to pluck it out of the air, send it back to the CG half. Mini getting a couple touches in the corner. G upfield to Maddox. Goes for the wall play, pass off of the back wall. Commander Boy cuts it off. Be looking to follow it up. Pre-jumps Ant's touch. Ant gets past. G fakes. Mini doesn't fall for anything. Maddox will put this one high. Gets knocked back down. G couldn't quite make contact. And Solo will surely ice the game. With 3 seconds left. 4-1. Minimal Green will take the series in a sweep.
I like
Full
this
send
thing.
coming in from Solo. They'll go up. Take that series and move on to the next round of the playoffs. As the ball ultimately hits the ground, Ant trying to stay underneath it. Couldn't quite make contact, and Minimal Green come away with the 3-0 victory in their first round of the Indy Gaming League Summer Circuit Playoffs. As mentioned, they came in as the #1 seed and did have a bye for round 1. And they came in not having skipped a beat at all. We'll take a look at the bracket. See what is up for them next, as that music just blared in my ears. So Minimal Green will move on. They'll play the winner of Eclipse OGs and Cooper Troopers. There's some solid names. I'll take that. I like that. Thanks for casting, and thank you for having me. I do enjoy casting. I enjoy it. It's especially a high-level gameplay, because my gameplay, it's not there. It's not there, Chief. That ain't it. But being able to come in and, even just being part of this is always, I enjoy it. So prediction out. Minimal Green had 49% of the votes and will come away with the earnings, as they did take the series in 3. Again, we'll drop some of these in the chat. GG's well played. Obviously, Minimal winning Circuitry Gaming, playing well, and I thought it was a very strong matchup for the 1 seed versus the 8. And that's not just me being biased. I thought it was very well. Obviously, Minimal Green a little bit faster, Solo making plays just that little bit higher, and then Mini doing it. I mean, Mini's biggest fan. I feel like you might be biased on giving me intel regarding what to expect for Mini, but I wasn't wrong. I'll say that much. So that is it for our series tonight. We're gonna wrap it up